of the Anita Borg Social Change Agent Award and the GM Tech Awards from ITU and UN Women. Her contributions to the world of academia are as inspiring as her entrepreneurial spirit. Dr. Unoma Okorafor is not just a name, she's an embodiment of limitless possibilities. Discover more about her incredible journey and be part of the change. Join her in making a difference as you bring your vision to life. Check herbalgoodnessco.com.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Without any waste of time, I have the privilege and honor of bringing on board my mentor, Unoma. Over to you, sis.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and a good day to you wherever you are. Thank you all so much for having me. Thank you to my brother Akin for having me on this amazing platform and talking about something I'm very passionate about to talk about with you all today. So, like I said, very excited. Please, this is going to be interactive. So, if you have questions, please put them in the chat because I will be here to answer questions. But without much ado, I do want to jump into what we're talking about today, and I will be sharing my screen, I believe. Let's see. And then how do I make that full screen? Just give me a minute. I want to make that a full screen. Not quite sure where. I haven't used Zoom in a minute. Hi, Akin, do you know how to make this a full screen?
Sis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Can we try? Somebody just give us an Expo F11. Let's see if that works.
Okay. That
Is,
doesn't
is,
quite work.
is it PowerPoint?
It's a PDF, so maybe I can
Oh, it's
just
a
keep it. It's a
PDF. Okay.
PDF. Yeah,
Okay.
so let me go ahead and get
Yes,
started
if
if
you don't mind.
if
Yes,
it's okay.
that should
Yeah.
work.
So guys, I'm very, very excited to be here. Thankful to be talking about vision in something I really believe in.
Recording in progress.
And something I think that we all should be engaging in this new year. So if you've had a great 2023, awesome. I think we're all going to have an even more amazing 2024 because we are being intentional in setting the goals and the visions. So, in order to really understand where we want to be in life, we must have a clear vision for our lives. So, what is a vision? Um, just one second. How do I? Okay. So, what is a vision? I want us to really think about what a vision is. A vision is really a big picture that, that makes up what you think, what you think your life should look like in the future and your why. That is what a vision is. A vision really includes various areas of your lives because that is what holistically we are as human beings. So a vision should include the various departments of your life, like your spiritual life, your family, your friends, health and wellness, your mental and emotional well-being, your love and your relationships, and of course your career, your business, and your finances. I know that we're focusing a lot on career and finances here, but I want you to know and to pay attention to all these areas because health and well-being and happiness encompasses all these pillars of life. A lot of times when we talk about vision, people are talking about their careers and their finances. A lot of us want to be financially free, so we're talking about, I want to be $1 million, I want to, progress in my career. But if somebody gave you $1 million today and asked you to spend the rest of 5 years in hospital, will you take it? Would you take that deal? So we really have to think about the holistic person and to create a vision for each of these areas of our lives. Now, I want you guys to know that having a vision is the most important aspect of moving forward and making progress in life. God has given each and every one of us a vision for our life, a clear picture, and your vision is different from everybody else. Somebody's vision is to go to the moon. That's not my vision. Somebody else's vision may be to build a hospital or to become a great physician. That's not my vision. Everybody has their own, and your vision is valid. So I want you all to think about that vision as something that God has given you, a clear picture of where you need to go in your life. And
I
many
see.
of us, go ahead.
Sorry, so just a comment.
Yes.
On the All Tools, there's an X button there.
Yeah.
I think we can click on it and it should help us.
Okay.
Just write down
Uh-huh. Here.
a little bit up.
A little bit. All tools.
Yeah.
I mean, all
No,
tools. Here.
yeah, yes, on the right. Move a little bit. There's an X button there.
Okay.
There we go.
I
There we go.
see. I see. Great, great,
Okay.
great, great. All right. Thank you
guys.
so
Thank
much.
you. All right. Thank you.
All right. So I was saying that we really need to pay attention to all these areas of our lives. I want you guys to think about Albert Einstein and his quote. Einstein said, I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. I also love his quote that says, imagination is everything. Imagination is a preview of your life's coming attraction. So it is important to sit down. For me, imagination is that visualization. It's important to sit down and imagine your life. Imagine what your life could be. And that your imagination is more powerful than knowledge, which is what we know now, what we have now. And so it's really key to engage in this visioning strategy and something that we're doing here today, and something that Skill With is so good at doing. So I'm super excited that you guys are all here. I want us to talk about 10 steps. I've defined 10 quick steps to visioning your future and actually making progress towards that future. The first thing I like to talk about, the very first thing I like to talk about is gratitude. A lot of us start visioning by writing all the things that we want. You know, we start our prayers by asking for all the things we want. We want, we want to make progress. We want $1 million. We want to get married. But I encourage you all to stop, to pause, and take the first step to give gratitude. Gratitude is key because it is thankfulness. It is us telling the universe that we acknowledge that we didn't bring ourselves here, and that we acknowledge that we are not going to take ourselves to where we're going. I like the quote that says, gratitude makes what we have enough. And I have that quote sitting right in my dining room. One practice I want to encourage us to start is what I call gratitude journaling. Challenge yourself to spend 3 minutes a day in gratitude journaling. Do 2 things. Write 3 quick steps, 3 quick lines. It doesn't have to be big. It can be even 3 quick words. Write 3 things that you are grateful for that has happened in the day. That is, if you're journaling at night, which I do. Write 3 things that happened in the day, and then write 3 things that you're grateful for that will happen moving into your next day. Right? Whether you do this in the morning or in the evening, it doesn't matter. Now, I have a free gratitude journal that I'm giving away. It's a simple PDF that you can print off and do your gratitude journal. I'm going to put the link in the chat, or okay, if you can put the link in the chat for whoever wants to get it, so that I can send it to them. I have a free gratitude journal that I send to people, and I just gift people for gratitude journaling. This is such a powerful tool. If there is something that changed my life in 2023, it was the power of gratitude and gratitude journaling. The second thing I want to now jump into is then set your goals. I like to think of goals as rocks, pebbles, and sand, if you guys have heard about that concept. First of all, rocks are those things that are the big checkpoints that you want to get your vision broken down into. Think of them as big boulders, right? Those are the first things you put in place. They are usually, for me, quarterly goals. If I'm thinking about 2024 and what I want to achieve in 2024, I usually want to break them down in quarters. What am I going to achieve this quarter? And then pebbles is what I like to think about as your weekly milestones. Those are the things that you will do that it will get you to your rocks. And then the sands are those tiny things that you do daily that will help you get to your pebbles. Now, remember that a lot of times your sands, and they may not seem consequential, but they are the things that fill the space. And you want to pay attention to the sands because those are the things that add up. However, you don't sweat the sands, right? If you had a goal to go to the gym every day, for 5 days a week, and you miss one day, that's okay. That's a sand, right? Don't sweat it, but make sure that you have those sands that are going to lead you to your final goal. Now, there are two things I suggest in terms of taking action to really put concrete steps into your goals. Number one is write the vision down. The scripture says that write the vision down so that they may run with the vision. Those who read it may run with it. There is something that happens to us when we put pen to paper and actually write this vision down. So take time to spend 1 hour and write your vision down. The second thing I would highly encourage us to do is to create pictures and visuals. Create a vision board. And I wish I had mine here. Maybe I'll step out and go bring mine and show you guys a quick screenshot of what a vision board looks like. Create these visuals. The crazy thing about visions is that they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Visioning actually causes your unconscious mind to start believing, to start seeing. There's something about seeing something, and then your unconscious mind starts to believe in it. Visuals help you to unlock these unbeliefs that you have and your self-defeating paradigms. So it is really, really important to physically see where you are going, because it really, really helps. It is one of the big building blocks of moving towards your vision. Number three is get accountability. Get an accountability system in place. Put a feedback system that people who will give you feedback. That is really, really important. In my situation, I really highly encourage you to engage with friends and engage with mentors. So a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that friends are the same thing as mentors. You must separate those two things. Your friends are your buddies. These are people that you're working together with, your hello, hi, you're in your office, your friends, maybe your siblings. These are people who can give you feedback. But usually with their feedback, they will be gentle. You guys are walking the journey together. A mentor, on the other hand, is someone who has been where you are going. Now, you have to identify your mentor, right? They could actually be people you've never met, maybe someone you've read a book about or you've learnt about. You identify your mentor can be, Michelle Obama or something. If you can't reach your mentor, buy all their books and read about them. But find someone who has done what you want to do and who has been where you are going, and engage with them, right? Ideally, you want to create a relationship with them, tell them about your dreams and your visions, and find a way to help them hold you accountable. So put a system of accountability in place, of someone that will check in with you regularly. Now, this is the big part of it. Guys, get to work, right? Vision is not just about talking. It is about taking action. It is about taking action right now, and it is about taking massive action right now. So a lot of people also make this mistake. You write your vision down, you talk your vision. A lot of people are talkers, they are not doers, right? And a talker who is not a doer is like someone who looks at like themselves in the mirror and is a second they've forgotten how they look. We must take massive action. Now, in taking massive action, I want to give a couple of ideas and steps. Number one, don't wait for perfection. When I started my company, I had an idea in the evening. The next day, I had launched a product. And when I look at the product, our very first product that I launched, it is laughable. it is impossible to believe that anybody bought that product, but they did. So my charge to us here is perfection is a dream killer. It is the enemy of vision. So don't wait for perfection. Do what you do need to do it now, and do it imperfectly. Don't give in to fear, or to don't be overly cautious. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. My pastor used to say it is better to take a wrong turn than to do nothing, right? It is better to do the wrong thing than to do nothing. Take action. And you may not see all the steps, according to the words of Martin Luther King. Have faith, take the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. And remember, one of my favorite quotes is, done is better than perfect. It's better that you're done than it's perfect. So take massive action, and take action right now. The other thing is to take stock regularly, right? Have a cadence of, put it in your calendar as of today. Go to your calendar and tell yourself, say March 31st, I'm going to pause and take stock. June 31st, I'm going to take stock. Put it in your calendar when you're going to take stock. For me, I take stock regularly, quarterly, and because the research has shown that there's something about 90 days. When you set a goal, after 90 days, the brain tends to forget the goal. And that's why quarterly seems to work for a lot of companies and a lot of people. Put yourself on a cadence where you are checking yourself in quarterly. And the reason to do that is you want to check your progress. You want to be able to adjust. If it seems like you're falling off, you want to make adjustments, whether I'm going to push harder, I'm going to change my strategy, I'm going to find another mentor, whatever it is that you need to adjust. Make sure that you are taking stock. More importantly, I want you guys to think about rewarding yourselves. Reward yourselves for any victory that you've had in that quarter. Whether it's going away for a nice dinner, whether it's buying yourself flowers, whether it's buying yourself a new shoe, whether it's going for a conference, whatever it is that you need to do to celebrate. It is important to celebrate small wins because they encourage us to keep pushing. For me personally, one of the things I am committing to doing in 2024 to celebrate is take a day off and call a group of people, like a mastermind that we're putting in place. Connect with your mastermind and share your testimonies, share your wins. So this is really important for us to take stock quarterly because it helps to keep us inspired and helps to keep us moving forward. Now, the next tip I have is build habits and practices. Guys, habits and practices matter. They help us take small actions. And these habits and practices is what I was mentioning in terms of the SANS. Whether it's putting it on a calendar, paying for a gym membership, or just committing to visiting somebody weekly, put a practice and a habit in place. We are our habits, right? Our habits become, our actions become our habits. So set up these habits and the tools and force yourself, restrict yourself to actually pay attention to your habits. I will give you an example. For me, one of the things that I have decided in 2024 is to wake up early, to join the 6 a.m. club, and to work out and to, start my day earlier than usual. Now, I've realized that why I don't usually do this is because I go to bed late. Why do I go to bed late? Because I hang out on my phone and I'm catching up with friends and social media. So I have taken an action to set up my phone and my internet to close down and shut down at 10 p.m. By 10 p.m. my phone just shuts down and the internet goes off. And that is forcing me to go to bed early. So those are the types of actions that you may want to put in place so that you can get yourself moving. Now on to the 7th tip. And guys, this is where it is getting really exciting. This is the kind of stuff I really enjoy doing. The 7th tip I have for you guys is to flow with the universe. I know that we haven't heard it now a lot, but make this a year of saying yes to the universe and yes to God. Some people say yes to God, yes to the universe. Remember a couple of things. The universe knows better and the universe wants good for us. Life is not happening to us. Life is happening for us, right? a lot of us think that there's a lot against us, that the enemy is against us, that please change that mindset. The universe wants you to accomplish your dreams. The universe is behind you accomplishing. It will give you everything you need, right? A lot of times we are the ones that block this flow. So my charge to us is flow with the universe. Understand that the universe is trying to bring your vision to pass, right? Sometimes we need to get out of the way. Don't sweat the small stuff. Let go and see the amazing things that are coming to you. Remove the resistances, the things that we're resisting. So I do want us to encourage us to understand that the universe is looking for opportunities to bless us and to bring our vision to pass. And we sometimes need to step out of the way and let it do its own thing. So this is where what I call releasing. There's a book I read 2 or 3 years ago. It's called the Year of Yes, where it's just you just believe and realize that good things are coming, and that the universe knows how to bring your vision to pass. My favorite one, of course, you guys know I have a health and wellness company, Herbal Goodness. You can check out our website at herbalgoodnessco.com. And so I believe in holistic health and well-being. You cannot chase your vision and dreams to the detriment of your well-being. So again, I talked about well-being being these 6 pillars of life. You want to keep a keen health on your physical and your mental well-being. Mindfulness is important. You want to be here for the long haul. You don't want to finish 2024 and then you can't make progress in 2025 because we ran ourselves raggedy. So my encouragement to us is be mindful of your health. Don't sacrifice your well-being in pursuit of your goals. Understand that these two can live side by side and always be balanced. We want to be sustainable. And when I say sustainable, I mean we want to be here for the long haul. So ensure that you have balance in your life as you're pursuing your goals. And finally, my favorite is give back. Articulate a plan to give back to the universe. If you have read Napoleon Hill's book, he talks about visioning and writing your goals and asking the universe to bring your goals and working hard. But the most important thing is, what is your plan to give back for all these amazing things? At the end of 2024, December 31st, 2024, when all these things, all your visions have come to pass, or some of them have come to pass, what is your plan to say thank you? What is your plan to give back? And what is your plan to be generous? This is really crucial, right? I know that we need to think of ourselves as funnels. When we are overflowing, when we've accomplished all these amazing things, how is it going to overflow from us to be a blessing to other people? How are we going to give back to our communities and to our families and to our friends? How are we going to give back? We must articulate a plan of giving back. That plan could be giving money. That plan could be training other people. That plan could be serving in church or serving in a non-profit. It could be mentoring somebody else. It could be opening the door for someone else. We must have a plan to give back to the universe, to say thank you. And in giving back, we open the door for more to come into our lives. And I know we don't hear this a lot, but a lot of times, this is one of the blockers that block us, because the more we take without giving out, the more constipated we become. And so I do want to encourage us to consider putting a plan, being really conscious of the plan of how we plan to give back. Now, in conclusion, I do want to tell you guys that the secret to bringing your vision to pass is clarity and action. 2 words: clarity and action. Everything I've talked about today is about clarity. You must get clarity about where you're going. That entails writing it down, envisioning it, meditating, figuring. You must have clarity about your own individual unique path. That thing must be very clear to you. The second big thing is you must take massive action, and you must take action right now. You must find a way to be crystal clear about where you're going, and you must take action. Remember, the journey is more important than the destination. We all want to enjoy the journey as we're going. So I want to leave you with these words, which I firmly believe. Remember that faith starts us on the journey, hope and anticipation is what keeps us moving, and love is what gets us there and helps us enjoy the amazing rewards of getting to our journey. So I encourage you all to stretch your faith, keep your hope alive, and the greatest of all of these is love. Do everything you do in love. I do wish you all and all of us a most amazing 2024 year as we envision the year and we walk in power towards our vision. So thank you all so much for listening. And please, if there are any questions, I'd love to take that.
Wow. Thank you so much, sis.